This has got to be one of my favorite maps I have played on the Minecraft Marketplace. And honestly, it kind of blew me away with everything it has. Yo, the tree moves. It has voice acting.
Get over here!
It has amazing sound effects and amazing visual effects as well. So today, we're looking at one slime block adventurer. So let's take a look at it. But first up, let's see my initial reaction and a little bit of a fumble. That's okay though. So as we hop into the world, we're gonna see a little bit of narration. We're gonna learn a little bit about the world. Pretty much the main gist of it is that we have to save this world. There are 5 different levels with a boss at each of them that we will have to defeat to complete this map. Now, one of the things that stands out from other maps is definitely the overall design. Wow, this is incredible. Oh my goodness, I was blown away, blown away. I don't know what went into this. Please check them out. This is amazing. Like, I haven't even gotten into the game and I don't even know what I'm looking at. It looks incredible. There is literally so much I could talk about the visuals. It's just, no map I have ever played has gone so far with the visuals. There are so many little effects, sound effects, and honestly, just kind of the UI is great. I never realized that I would really want a UI like this, but it hits differently. It really does. It's amazing. And another thing I really enjoy is the sound effects. Are these coins?
Hey, you just got your first slime coin!
Yeah, I did.
These shiny little tokens are your key to unlocking all sorts of goodies. I'm sorry!
Okay, this is actually kind of cool. They got some different effects and things like that. Come on, come on. I feel like a lot of Minecraft maps are like, oh hey, here's the objective. Everything looks pretty normal. Like you have a few cool NPCs and things like that. But this revamps everything. There's pineapple people. Buddy. Do you have something to tell me? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I promise. There's this slime guy. I'm so sorry. I don't remember your name. If your name actually even shows up. It is just so much fun. And that doesn't even begin to talk about the levels and the level design. So let's hop over to a couple levels to check those out. So as you hop into the first world, you learn a little bit about it and what's going on. I'm gonna touch that because this guy...
You? Get over here!
No, there's voice acting?
Oh, hey! It's you! My name is Slime Block. Welcome to Pineapple Resort, the tropical island of slimes. We're in some serious trouble right now, and I'm in need of your help. My little piece of paradise has been taken from me by the evil King Slime. He's some blue guy who thinks he's hot stuff. He's got us split our worlds into 5 pieces and scatter them across different dimensions.
Yo,
I know
what?
It's a lot to ask, but you'll need to travel to each dimension and defeat him and his loyal henchmen. Better known as the Dreaded Four. Each one rules its own army of slimes and has special abilities. The perfect storm to ruin a perfectly sunny day. Not only that, but you need to return the blocks of power, the glue that keeps our world together. I'm also there. Obviously, the evil King Slime took them away and shattered everything.
I'm right there. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Please help me bring back my piece of paradise and fix the rest of our world.
Okay. Okay, voice acting is kind of important. No, he's gone. He's gone. I was not expecting this, and it's very interesting as a level. I feel like most games you get into are not like this kind of weird dimension where things are floating around. The thing I think of first is like Mario Galaxy or something like that. Maybe Sunshine. I played the Wii. Those are the games I played. So looking back on my actual gameplay experience, I didn't realize how like similar those things were, but it works really good, and I love that. For the first mission, we have to go and blow up. Gotta destroy these machines, then we can get to the final boss. So going through it is pretty simple and pretty easy, but there's some fun little things that happen along the way. If a pineapple person eats a pineapple, does that consider them like questionable? There's not a whole lot of crazy things going on right here, but it's just fun. I have enjoyed it, and it's pretty great. I realize this is pretty simple, but I just love simple objectives. Have a little fun mission with a boss at the end. And speaking of the boss, there is a little bit to it that I was not expecting. What is that noise? Oh, okay. Eat some food. He throws TNT. Okay, my sword is broken. I was not prepared. I was not prepared.
And good night.
And honestly, this was a little bit harder than I was anticipating. So there's definitely a few mistakes I made, but I enjoyed it. X and things like that. Come on, come on. Yeah! I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, smack him. When you finally defeat the boss and you don't fall off the platforms and things like that, you unlock a new sword. And I love unlockables as well. Unlockables are amazing. And that brings me to another part that I kind of skipped out on, but that is the shop. If you go to the shop, you can buy a couple random things. They're kind of cool. But you can also find these items as you traverse the world. And you're going to need some of these items if you want to win or even survive later in the game. The foreshadowing, definitely. I did not realize there was this much progression in the game, but collecting new items as you go along, and you have 3 big ones that you defeat after bosses 1, 3, and 4. Getting new weapons and items as you continue along is a lot of fun. As we progress throughout the levels, you're going to realize you're going to get some better and better gear every single time. However, the bosses do get more difficult and are a little more interesting. But before we jump to the bosses, let's jump to World 2. And you get to fly a plane. I think flying planes is cool. Like, what you really didn't need to put this in, but having it in there just makes it even better. And before I jump too much further into this, I want to give a shout out to the creators. They did an amazing job, and it took them a very long time to put this together. So please show Mushco some support, because it's just amazing to see all the work and talent that has gone into this. There's even a little house you can find that has all the people who worked on it, and there's some pretty funny things that happen. Yo! We've got Mike, we got Cece, we got Sumi. Oh, hold on, we gotta showcase everyone. Mushco. Oh, we got Squiddy. Okay, I'm just gonna go around the other way. Oh, I knew there was secrets. J-Wolf and a Squeaky. Squeaky? Yes. Oh, that is so cool. And Amble and Vlad. Oh, I knew James. Is there secrets? There's got to be more secrets. Hey, I knew there's someone back here. Milo, he's hiding in the back. You can't hide from me. You can't hide from me. Actually, you can. Never mind. But as we hop back into this wonderful world they've created, let's check out World 2. Oh, at first, I thought it was going to be kind of the same missions. I'm going to be completely honest, because that's kind of the easiest way to do things. You're like, oh, hey, get 3 items, and that's it. However, this one's a bit different, as it's a little bit more combat focused, and exploration focused as well. We have some ice guys jumping around, and they're a little bit more interesting. They're kind of fun. You just got to be kind of careful of what they're doing. Finally, once you collect 20 of these ice crystals, you're able to move on to the boss. I don't know why, but this boss I had so much trouble with.
A few moments ago.
Maybe I should actually put on some armor. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, armor is a suggestion. And I think this is where I realized I could, like, collect guys to help me out. So, if you see me feeding pineapples to the people, that explains a lot of things. And it helps a lot, because they will slowly tick down the boss's health. But it's pretty fun, and there's lots of funny things that can happen throughout these boss fights. Or I'm just really bad at Minecraft. I mean, either one. When you finally defeat the boss, obviously you unlock the next world, and it continues onward. Now, there's not a whole lot of big things I have of note in the later section. Honestly, World 3, it's cool. It's nothing crazy. I just think the aesthetic is really cool, and you get better stuff. I guess this one is pretty similar to the first one, where you have to collect 3 things. However, you got some lava. It's kind of fun, and I fell off a few times because there are holes in the floor. Yay! Don't fall off or get pushed off. That's not great. Okay, so there's a key. Oh, it's up there. Oh, it's not down here. Once you finally collect all those, maybe I cheated a little bit. It's fine. We're not gonna worry about that. Then we go to the final boss. This one also had a little bit of struggle, but the weapon I got at the end was totally worth it. It was so cool. It was like a slime blaster. It was just it's perfect. It's perfect, and it's exactly what we need for World 4, the end. Which is actually not the end, but it is the end. But it's not. Yeah, you guys get it.
No.
Now, the thing I was not expecting as I went to the end was literally the Ender Dragon. What? I don't know why this was just not on my mind whatsoever, but I was very confused. I'm like, why is the Ender Dragon here? But then I realized it's not actually the final boss of this world. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with that, except I felt like the Ender Dragon was low-key maybe a little more difficult. I don't know why. I'm just maybe just not good at Minecraft. Again, I don't know. But eventually, I was able to collect some resources and defeat the dragon to get to the final boss. Now, I'm not going to show the final boss. I kind of want it to be a surprise because you should check it out for yourself. And this is probably one of the most interesting fights. I'll probably be showing like footage of literally all the other bosses, except not this one. So, haha, that's editing. But I would say this boss was probably the most interesting to fight because the attack patterns and things that it did were just a little more interesting. But the boss for this one was pretty cool, and it'll be a fun surprise for you to figure out all the moves if you end up playing it. Or you can watch it when I guess, upload an actual video of the entire footage at some point, if you guys are interested in that. So comment below if you'd be interested in seeing my whole playthrough. Then I guess it would be spoiled, so. However, we get one final mega cool item, and that is the mech suit. Oh my goodness, the mech suit. It's sick. You can run around and blast things with it. It's pretty cool. And that leaves us to the final boss. But before we jump to the final boss, I just have to give a quick thank you. Thank you so much for 30K. That really means a lot. I literally never thought this would ever happen. So thank you everyone who subscribed to the channel. It really does mean a lot. And we'll just continue to see where this YouTube thing goes. So with that, let's hop back to the final boss. Now, the cool thing about this is it's designed for the mech. Honestly, I don't know how difficult it would be playing this without the mech, but literally one of the first things you need to do is break down a door. But this leads us to the final boss. And oh my goodness, we're here. This is it. This is everything we've been leading up to. We've been fighting all these different slimes to come to this final moment to defeat the evil slime king. And honestly, playing with the mech suit is a little OP, I'm not gonna lie. But as you get to the end, you're just so powerful, it feels really cool. And there's some kind of spinny move I had with this, and I don't know how it works, so don't ask me in the comments below, because I genuinely have no idea how he kept switching from the shooting thing to the normal, like, spinning thing. That's a lot of things. I don't know how it works.
Now that's a lot of damage!
But when you finally defeat the boss, you collect one of the last things, the cube, to put into the final pedestal. And that will complete the game for you. And honestly, I have just really enjoyed this map. It has been a lot of fun. I love the little bit of quirkiness and a lot of effort that's gone into like so many things. So for my final verdict, overall, I would say that this is an amazing map and it's pretty fun. I would say this would also be very fun to do in multiplayer because it is multiplayer compatible. I just didn't do it because, yeah, we're not going to worry about that though.
Emotional damage!
But this is a map I would be down to play again. It's a lot of fun. It doesn't take super long, but you can definitely see how much effort went into literally everything. Compared to some other maps I've played, this one definitely takes the cake and is just incredible and goes beyond what a map even needed to be. So, should you get this map? I would say for those who are looking for a fun experience, especially with friends, because you can play it with friends as well, I think it would be really fun. Or you're trying to find some cool texture packs and things to do stuff with. I bet there's a way you could turn off all the cheats and you could kind of look around a little bit and maybe build with it. There's tons of really cool items and things in this area. And honestly, I would not mind a pineapple texture pack that looks something like this, because pineapples are kind of cool. Overall, my experience with this map was very positive, and it was a lot of fun. And maybe at some point, I will actually upload my entire playthrough, because it was just that good. I might actually play it again. Maybe I'll try to speedrun it. That would be kind of interesting. I feel like speedruns for this map would be pretty fun to play as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you want to see some other add-on stuff or other Minecraft World stuff, check these out right over here. Thanks for watching. Bye!